Those that own XRP are now in a position to benefit from a huge opportunity as the RLUSD debut approaches. The market as a whole has skyrocketed in the last 24 hours due to a large sell-off, with XRP reaching about $2.50 today, a 6% increase. Over the course of a day, Ethereum is trading at about $4,000. While Bitcoin is still trading at almost $100,000 among the top 100 cryptocurrencies. The project on artificial intelligence is progressing quite nicely. Chainlink's performance is excellent. Additionally, a lot of the DeFi initiatives are now performing quite well. Retail is returning, and they are looking into DeFi to find ways to generate passive revenue. Even among the top 500, there is a chance that there will be notable increases for everyone. Over the coming few weeks, there will be a number of noteworthy changes in the altcoin market as a whole, especially as Bitcoin's supremacy is waning and it is starting to realize its mistakes. It's time to see greater activity because the trade volume has still dropped by almost 50%. We are presently anticipating the introduction of RLUSD as we proceed with our investment in XRP. Looking at the chart as a whole, we can see that we are preparing for another big move moving upward and have almost completely removed the move below $2. Due to a recent decline of over $2, which caused the price of XRP to drop to $192 on some platforms, more than 100 million units were bought. Furthermore, institutional investors are now buying XRP, and this trend is expected to keep growing. Credish's Crypto provided two charts. How XRP completed the first leg of the Wave 5 structure was covered in one of the charts. This was a reasonable forecast in the original chart, which predicted that XRP would hit about $2. However, a pleasant small impulsive rise to the upside is the move that is most likely to happen. The most likely possibility is this one. According to reliable cryptocurrency, we will likely flush a little bit more and make a great rise to about $2.90, or at the very least retest the highs around $2.90, before crashing to the downside goal of nearly $2. Once more before rising again. Many claim that there is no chance that we would ever drop to about $2 again, but this is something that was predicted. We are chopping and consolidating in order to increase our volume and liquidity, which will help us rise. My expectation is that this will happen by the end of this month. Credible cryptocurrency expects it to. The Ripple. By getting the New York Department of Financial Services to approve its RLUSD stablecoin, a company affiliated with the Digital Pledge Foundation has achieved a noteworthy milestone. This certification enables Ripple to help stablecoins list on partner exchanges, something the company plans to accomplish in the near future. In conclusion, XRP holders have a fantastic chance. Since RLUSD's launch is imminent, the timescale for these triggers to precisely coincide with the time frame is astounding. And XRP holders are in for a thrilling journey. Since RLUSD has received clearance and is awaiting its impending launch, it is expected that the next month will be a big one for XRP. Gary Gensler resigned from his job in January, and it seems that the matter has been handled properly. A professional cryptocurrency administrator will be driving utility projects in the U.S. by the first quarter of 2025. For their stablecoin, which is mainly targeted at institutions and institutional DeFi, Ripple, a U.S.-based business, will have obtained regulatory permission. The usage of XRP and Ripple is expected to rise quickly, with a significant spike taking place during this cycle. The opportunity cost for XRP is quite evident and substantial, despite the fact that the market is moving in the correct way. Because the American market is creating the foundation for these utilities initiatives to be embraced and used in the U.S., there is a significant probability that they will have a successful future. Furthermore, over 4 million RLUSD have been transmitted, suggesting that RLUSD stablecoin minting has already started. To hasten the adoption of RLUSD, Ripple has partnered with 7 exchanges in strategic alliances. It is anticipated that several of these collaborations will be signed in the coming days. Both Caleb and Brown, who own XRP, are thrilled to hear that the New York Department of Financial Services has approved RLUSD. As a stablecoin with a 1-1 USD back, Coin recently announced that Ripple's RLUSD has come, which will enhance XRP and bridge the gap between TRAD5 and Defiance multi-chain XRP layer in Ethereum instant global settlements. A substantial bridge to these institutions is already being established by DC Bank and Medico. As a result, these companies will be able to gain substantial market access, which will allow them to profitably utilize and capitalize on these utility projects. There are numerous prospects for the institutional side when it comes to stablecoins, including the necessity of transforming international payments and the requirement to generate DeFi yields using tokenized assets. The institutional side of the market has access to both trading and trading opportunities. It took several years to get clearance since RLUSD is so special. Major American companies' assets must have precise, trustworthy value measurements that meet impairment testing requirements. Basel II requires assets to meet certain criteria, including proper risk, weighting, and liquidity. The FDIC and the Federal Reserve, on the other hand, require that assets be sound, safe, and properly classified for sufficient capital. By operating under strict U.S. rules that ensure complete asset backing and real-time audits, RLUSD conforms with the Dodd-Frank Act, which requires that derivatives and other comparable financial products be subject to monitoring and transparency. Verifiable reserve risk compliance must be given top priority, especially when it comes to offshore assets. 3 requirements must be met in order to ensure compliance with GAE-PAN-US, as well as assets held in regulated financial institutions under the supervision of the FDIC and the Federal Reserve. This is an extremely important factor for the U.S. Treasury. Tether may have assets that are high risk or non-liquid and do not adhere to BS3 and U.S. GAEP requirements because of the lack of regular audits and transparency. Current stable currencies in use, like the U.S. dollar, are serving, however, nations are heading in the opposite direction of the U.S. dollar, and this is still linked to it. The dollar in the United States of America will remain dominant even as we transition to a digital system. Stablecoins must be transparent, controlled, and adhere to rules in order to succeed. The RLUSD stablecoin is one of the most regulated and compliant stablecoins in terms of compliance. It gives money a safe and secure environment. It is regarded as one of the top stablecoins to take into consideration because it is among the most transparent and compliant options that are currently available. It is expected that the XRP ledger would be widely adopted by the RLUSD stablecoin through the institutional side of things. The atmosphere is changing, and it seems like everything is working in Ripple's and XRP's favor. Numerous utilities, including Hera, XDCC, QT, and others, are now being developed in the U.S. landscape. This change is expected to support the growth of XRP, Ripple, and RLUSD. All things considered, the ROUSD stablecoin is a promising illustration of how to ensure total adherence to U.S. regulatory frameworks and the growth of stablecoins like XRP and Ripple. Stablecoins need to be regulated and compliant to ensure their success because the U.S. environment is always changing.